Not only am I back to using my digital camera, but I am back here. So this month has been simultaneously full of nothing and full of lots of things. And what I mean by that is with NaNo, this is my first year doing it, and I think I'm fairly confident that I'm going to reach 50,000 words. Halfway through the month, I started getting this little tiny voice that usually bugs me, and this part of me was saying, well, 50,000 words is only technically half of a novel, looking at averages and things like that. It's not really that much. But I started doing this to prove to myself that I could finish something and I could do this, and I think it's about time, since I've said for years and years, since I was about 3, that I wanted to tell stories. But it's only been this past year that I've gotten really serious about, this is the only thing I'm good at. Go for it. And there have been days where I've stayed up till midnight because I didn't write it all during the day, because our family has got a project going on where we're trying to clear out a bunch of privet from the back half of our property, because we want to get like a couple goats and chickens and things like that. So that's going to be very interesting, and I'm a little sore from pulling up vines and things like that. So I realized I didn't upload anything last week for Thanksgiving, and then we had to work on sad wooded area of our backyard. So I promised that I would probably upload a food video on Thursday, and that didn't happen. And as I usually do when I'm behind on promises that I've made because I'm already behind on something, I got so embarrassed about my lack of doing anything that I just decided I would wait till this week, get this area of my room cleared up enough for me to sit over here and film. But I feel like I've done pretty good. And this morning, I woke up with the knowledge of how my story was going to end. I'm about halfway through the story, actually, because I've been trying to write about a chapter a day. So I'm about halfway through the story, and I always knew what the final, the final battle was going to be, and because it's a fantasy adventure, and I always knew what that was going to be. But I just woke up this morning knowing how it was going to end, and I'm actually really proud of how it's going to end. It feels like the right ending. How are you all? Starting this week, how are you? How are you girls doing? What are you girls doing? What do you want to know about what I'm doing, if there's anything interesting to know there? So for the next month, I'm just going to be hoping that I get a new camera soon, because I think the sound on this one is slowly dying. Especially when I go back and I watch earlier videos that I filmed on this camera, and the sound is clear and perfect, and I know my voice hasn't changed that much, even though I've noticed recently I've started shaping my words weirdly in front of the camera. I get stage fright in front of a camera, which is weird, and it seems to be getting a little worse, and is actually the reason I haven't uploaded to my channel, because I get stuttery every time I try to film for that channel. And knowing that there are at least 5 people on the other side who are looking forward to me uploading. Not really looking forward, more like, it feels like more of a conversation on this channel than it does on my channel. And, so it always feels a little bit more like public speaking when on this channel it seems a little more intimate. So I am rambling and tired. Hope you all are doing wonderfully, and bye.
Hold your hand flat. Put a little more. Look, he's gonna. No, hold it flat.
They're licking.
Even if we just have one. Find me a place like this, I'll get you one. I don't want